Right. Welcome to another episode of Pints of Interest, the third in this particular short series. What we're going to be doing now is another pretty interesting beer from a brewer that we're somewhat okay with. We'll see if this particular one works out well for us. This is Stone, yes, Stone, 16th Anniversary IPA. One that we got a little while ago. This was actually bottled on August of 2012 and it's bottle conditioned, and this is one of the ones that you're not really going to want to age. You're going to drink probably within a couple months of buying this one, so we're definitely within that date and getting it good and fresh here in October. A little bit on the late side. Anyway, for this particular beer, this is an Imperial IPA, and it is recommended to drink it actually out of the tulip glass, which is what Tom will be drinking. I'm going to be drinking this out of a snifter, which is another one that'll work well for an Imperial IPA. And then Ryan is going to get the traditional stout glass to see how that one works out. So we're going to go ahead and give this a try, and we'll see you on the other side. Today we're doing 16th Anniversary IPA from Stone Brewing. It's an Imperial IPA that costs us $14 and has an ABV of 10%. It's appropriate to have this beer in either a tulip, snifter, or oversized wine glass. You should have this at around 55 to 60 degrees. And unfortunately, this beer is retired, so you're no longer able to get it. Alright, we're back with our thoughts on this interesting Stone's 16th Anniversary IPA. So Ryan's going to go ahead and go first, as is tradition.
Okay, with the pint glass, definitely the first thing you notice on the aroma is lemon. Lemon really comes to the forefront, almost like a lemon zest kind of thing. There's a little bit of some hop there.
I got just a little bit of the sweet malt underneath it, and a little bit of soapiness. I think it's that lemon, the lemon oil kind of thing, just maybe triggers kind of soapy memories.
Because a lot of liquid soaps, like that you would use on wood or something like that, do have a citrus oil in them. So
for the snifter glass here that I had, again, I pretty much had the same aroma as Ryan on this. I don't think there was much of a difference between these two glasses. So how'd you feel about what you had the tulip?
Well, it's actually interesting, like we've found with the glasses. Unlike these other two where we sort of got that soapy lemon smell, I got a bit of more of a crisper lemon, a nice lemon sort of hop there. I did get a peach.
Yeah, much
underneath, much more of the lemon. So it sort of flowed into that peach aroma.
Flavor-wise, there's definitely a lot of lemon citrus, that especially at the opening of the flavor. It does kind of go into that rye hop fusion that particularly Drew and I have had trouble with other beers, because it tends to mix in an odd way.
Dank comes to mind.
Yeah, I get a little bit of bitterness too with the hops there, and it is supposedly 85 IBU. I wouldn't say it necessarily seems that high, but the bitterness is there. The finish is kind of dry, and
to me it brings kind of the term dirty to me. The finish was a little dirty in that.
Well, instead of like
overall finish, it wasn't clean, it wasn't crisp. It was this weird muddled dirtiness that kind of went together. Really, that rye and hop, when it gets together, makes a taste that maybe I just don't appreciate yet. Maybe at some point I will. I'm not sure if that's the case. Ryan probably won't, but yeah, I haven't come across anything that's really worked for me.
I'm not particularly a fan of lemon, so
there's something else there. You just like lemon, we don't like the rye.
Everything else I found all right with this one.
Yeah, I felt the aroma, like he said, I think he's pretty much spot on. The aroma for it was just that much brighter. It was, you had just a more sharper acidic lemon that kind of came out of it. It wasn't really muddled flavors. You didn't really get that sweetness. It was just brighter. kind of smell, and really in the taste. There's a lighter bit of lemon. It was a little bit more subtle. Peach could come through a little bit more. Like you said, that the finish was a little bit milder, a little bit drier and stuff, and worked so much better in this that it really felt like a project of moving between these things. That this was, where it was just kind of a little bit of a muddled mess. This kind of let some things come through a little bit more, and then this was more of a finished product to me. Probably more so than any of the beers that we have tried in different glasses. I felt there's a bigger difference between these three. That tulip, well, I think easy. Spoiler alert here. We're gonna recommend the tulip.
I think so.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
By far, do not drink this in anything else.
I also wholeheartedly agree, to the point that I would say
It's undrinkable in anything.
no, not undrinkable, but I didn't enjoy it in the pint glass. I didn't enjoy it in the sifter, and even though it's not quite my beer, I would come the closest to being okay with it in the tulip by far. And it is bizarre to me because before we started all this, I would have said bullshit.
That's bullcrap.
That makes a difference.
Yeah,
But it does.
So yeah, definitely a very interesting beer for people that like this particular flavors. They might not mesh well with us. Ryan, I think I already kind of know where you're gonna go with this.
Yeah, if we're going by my palate, I would say not recommended. I just don't like it.
That's the only thing you can go by.
Bitches, bring on the hate because it's stone. I know you're gonna, but I didn't enjoy it. Bitches.
Yeah, for me, it just gets... It's hard when there's other ones that I can think of that I'd rather drink than this, because I didn't really like how the lemon and rye mixed for me personally. People are into that kind of taste and like rye better than what I do. This is going to be a great beer for you. You're really, really going to like it. So you can disregard pretty much anything that we said. If you're really into rye and into lemon, go out and try this. You're
Yeah,
gonna love
if
it.
you say, hey, I like
It's
a
good.
citrus rye hoppy beer.
Awesome.
There you go.
This is a great beer. I'm clearly going to say Tri-F because I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it, and I know that there's people out there that will very much like this beer. For me, hit and miss kind of thing.
I'm also going to go with the Tri-If. It's an Imperial IPA, so Tri-If in that regard, if you're new to IPAs, you don't want to start here because of that lemon addition and the rye in there.
It is not representative.
You sort of, you need to build yourself up a bit before you go here. But I'm particular to rye IPAs as well. I like them a little bit better than these guys, I think. So that's why I'm going with Tri-If on this one.
You should try this beer if you like your lemon with a shot of beer, you like mild, dank rye flavors getting all up in your beer's business, and you have a tulip glass available. Alright, so definitely I think a good beer. Not for us, could be for you. New to IPAs or rye IPAs, don't start here, work up to this one, because it's a challenging taste.
It takes off the training
It's a
wheels.
palate challenger.
Right.
Really, and it defeated ours. Maybe you'll be victorious over it and really love this one. People do tend to like stones, especially people who like really hoppy, their IPAs they're really into, and we tend to shy away from them a little bit. It's just, I guess, how our palates tend to work out. So go ahead, give this one a try. If what
Us
we
East
said
Coasters.
sounds great to you, if not, there's other ones that you can try, especially from them. I'd even recommend the Ruination over this one.
Yeah.
I think that one's a little bit better than this, but
Right.
But it doesn't have rye, it doesn't have lemon, so.
yeah, that's true. So that's probably why. So anyway, for Stone's 16th Anniversary IPA and Pints of Interest, we say cheers to you.
Cheers.